It all started one night when I was on Craigslist.
Sebastian had not had a lot of experience with girls or with sex.
I was feeling a little bit desperate. I was on the casual encounters page on Craigslist. There was 3 different ads with the same phone number. I sent them a text message. I saw your Craigslist ad. Are you busy today? They respond, oh, I'm worried I'm too young for you. I respond, age doesn't bother me unless you're like 60, I guess. I'm almost 14, but look a lot older. I don't think Craigslist is where you want to find your dates at your age. But again, I don't mind if you don't mind. I felt like they were looking for sex. I told her things like we would meet up, go to a hotel, and then we'd do it there, have a shower together, and then we'd do it there again. However, my intention wasn't to have sex with this minor. My intention was to have a conversation and persuade them to get off of Craigslist.
So he showed up at a business place where he was told to meet the girl.
And when I arrived, I texted the person saying that I was there at the meetup point. At that point, I was ambushed by the police. They rammed their car on the backside of my car.
He was surrounded by police officers who were pointing their guns at him, shouting out, get out of the car and get on the ground.
And then they put their knee on my back to make sure that I was in their custody. After that, they tie my hands with a zip tie and they put me in the back of their car. I had thoughts of, oh my God, I'm in real trouble. The first 2 officers interviewed me and they asked me questions of what was going on through my head. I can't really remember. It felt like she was egging me on and then I just started to initiate.
When you initiated that you wanted sex with her, did you know she was 13 at the time?
Yes. And I wanted to tell her that you need to get off Craigslist and avoid this path before something bad happens. When I took the polygraph test, that's what I learned, that they were trying to get me to confess to things that I've done that I have not done before.
Now, you went out there for what purpose, for real? And don't minimize it here, please.
Originally, it was about sex.
They were asking me questions about how I view minors.
All right, you said you never solicited no minor before?
No.
At all?
Thoughts of what I'd like to do to minors.
Did you have any type of sexual contact with the minor?
No.
They were very relentless with their questions.
Have you ever solicited a minor for sex?
No.
Sure.
Yes.
They wanted something that would give them the credibility of me being a child molester, even though I am not a child molester.
Have you ever downloaded any child porn?
No.
They told me numerous times that I failed the lie detector test, but they never provided results for the lie detector test.
You didn't pass the test, is what I'm saying. I want to give you another one. Now, I'm not saying you raped somebody. You understand that, right?
Right.
Okay. I'm not saying that you're a pedophile. I'm just saying that you didn't tell me something that you held out on.
I can't think of what it could be, what it could possibly be, because I'm trying to be truthful here.
It was very disturbing to watch. The officer who was conducting the polygraph was very upset when Sebastian was not saying the things he wanted to hear. Sebastian did not understand why the police didn't believe him. He thought maybe they had him confused with somebody else.
My mother bailed me out with $50,000. The charge was an online solicitation of a minor. The plea deal was 5 years prison, and I said no. So we ended up going to trial. But in the end, they gave me the guilty verdict. The sentence was 10 years probation, and for 10 years I had to register as a sex offender.
A couple of weeks after Sebastian was arrested, then it was put out in the media that it was a big sexting operation.
I'm not a sex offender. I'm not a child predator. And I'm not a pedophile.
Well, hey, it's me, and thank you so much for watching. And while I have you, do you have a story or a question for me? If so, trust me, I want to hear from you. Click on the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on. You just might end up right here on the show. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. Click that little red button below. You know you want to. What are you waiting for? Do it.